Okay, Cookies here with turn 97 of the EA Vanheim late game sub experience. And here's the moment that we all didn't know we were waiting for. So twice here the earth trembles. In a powerful earthquake, meteors fall from the sky, and hundreds of thousands of people have died, including many of my military units. So I lose nearly 800 troops. And this is Atlantis casting Armageddon twice. There's a lot of implications with him doing this, so I'll go over those. I'll go over those now. So, with Nexus up, Atlantis has a huge gem income. And so by destroying the populations of the world, he's turning it into a gem game, which advantages Atlantis. Now, in terms of the implications of that on the land nations, it's kind of different for each nation. So, Yomi's going to lose a lot of chaff he doesn't care about, but all of his bigger Oni are going to be unaffected by this. So they're going to survive just fine. They do use up gold income. However, that gold income is going to go away. So he's not going to be able to recruit more of them to replace losses. But his existing mages will survive just fine. For me, it's going to wipe out my research core, or most of it. It has a solid chance at killing Jarls and Vanadrots that I won't be able to replace because I won't have the gold income, and it's going to wipe out my blood economy. So this is crippling for me. I'm already starting to get concerned about even holding on to the 3-point throne. That would prevent Yomi from winning. But so far, Yomi hasn't made any moves or any noises about attacking me there yet. But I'm starting to get really scared. And I want to kill whoever is holding up Nexus as so much right now. Like, in terms of just, like, killing that caster so that it drops Nexus and then I don't have to worry about his Atlantis. And I can go after the target I really want to go after, which is Yomi, ideally with some help, and then maybe I have a solid chance at winning the game. So, yeah, so this, I don't know, this was, it was a good play, and it surprised me, but, oof, it hurts. So, we've got the, we managed to sever another Astral Mage. So that's going to, resisted an attack, severed another one. So hopefully that'll start slowing down, even with Gift of Health. You probably don't want your whole Mage Core feeble-minded. Additionally, unless he's geared them, this Armageddon has a solid chance at killing these human mages that are even doing the mind hunts, so we'll have to see. So here we have the golem on golem fight. I'm just going to tell you right now, 4 attack is not good enough to hit anything in the game, so that's dual wielding these smashers might have did this golem in. Might have just wanted 1 and maybe an attack boosting item. And then we've got this guy down here with a Carmine Cleaver with 9 attack and 9 defense. So he's going to dodge just about everything the other golem does. So this Cat Charm and just having a single weapon is probably going to win this for the Atlantis golem. And then this guy has a lot of MR, so Arcane Bolt's probably I don't think that would do much. I think that's MR negate. Boom. Just 4 hits him. So I talked with Yomi. I'm going to send in my own Vanadrot Thug. So let's take a quick look at that guy, and then we'll take a look at the battles. So the Vanadrot Thug I'm sending in is a Moonblade with a morale boosting item. It might be a morale check to punch through the Arcane Shield. Or the Astral Shield, sorry. So this is to help him push through that. Amulet of Anti-Magic for any MR negate stuff. And then a Ring of the Warrior for attack skill underwater. And he's just going to do a Iron Will, get even more MR, Mistform, Iron Skin, Windrunner, Blessing, and then should have had him on attack, but I've got him in advance and cast, which is a mistake. But we'll see how that goes. In terms of the battles, I did a little bit more. So Seeking Arrow got hit. So he's domed up his capital now. Good response. Might be more than one dome. Infernal Disease gets blocked. Infernal Disease gets blocked. And he severed this mage. So get your mages off of me. And Blood Hunting significantly fell off. Still got some, but it's definitely tough with the Armageddon spam, and I'll show you in just a minute. So our army moves into Serenity. Fortunately, his mages move, so I don't get gem baited. The Golem goes in counter raids. I ping the thing. There's nothing really patrolling. So I'm going to jump on that fort. I mean, he could have the army patrol after the ping, but I don't know. It's worth the try to avoid the gem bait and get my army safely onto the throne. So it's going to be a fairly large magic phase attack onto that throne. Seeking moves, Mages of the Deep move, and we have a big Tirnanog army sitting on an Agartha fort. So Tirnanog's another one that's going to get hurt a lot by the Armageddon spam. A lot of human mages, a lot of elves. Gets hurt even more in terms of income because Tirnanog has amazing scales. So Tirnanog's just going to try to finish out Atlantis, it looks like, because Atlantis will lose a lot of income as well, but they're more of a gem-based faction, and their troops have much higher HP, so they're not going to be as affected as much by Armageddon. And Shaman gets patrolled out. Very sad. The Shaman had a Shade Mail on it. I don't know if he recovers that. Oh, I forgot about that. Shit. I forgot about that event. I'll have to go check that in my current turn. We're only a couple of turns behind now. And more men to breach it. And lost a number of key mages, so my Pretender triggers his white form. This guy, one of my dwarves, triggers his white form. I lost a lot of my construction people. I did move hammers off some of the more vulnerable ones, so I'm just going to keep a store of hammers. Just so I can build them out when it's a little bit safer, hopefully. Maybe the Armageddon spam will stop at some point. And now I'm crafting gear exclusively to try to survive Armageddon. So Coral Blades to boost HP, Mistletoe Garlands for luck, and having these guys continuing to forge items. They're armored up, so I'm hoping they'll just survive. They have 20 HP. It's entirely possible they would get unlucky and die, but I'm hoping they won't get unlucky and die. This guy's got luck, so he's going to continue. At least I think it's like a version of luck, so I'm hoping he can just continue to mind hunt in peace. And now, because of the Armageddon spam, I'm just blood hunting everywhere I can with the mages that I can, where it makes sense, to get as many blood slaves as I can before he, I don't know, kills off all the population for me anyways. So this province is ruined now. Migrating here, I'm going to go start blood hunting Niflheim. I'm going to start blood hunting Rus. So moving more mages. I'm going to start blood hunting here and here. Woo! That one's done. I think I lost maybe a vampire or two there. I don't know. I'm not sure. It seems like some of my immortals die, but then to Armageddon, but then they're not necessarily coming back. This guy is... Okay, so this guy died, but then he re-triggered off of the swarm body. So he lost all of his gear. So all that nice nature mage gear. So I'm sending in a Ivy King, who's tougher. But he's... Okay, so I still have some anti-magic gear, but I don't have a lot. Yeah, and just blood hunting everywhere, continuing to raid. Might as well use troops. So, because, I don't know, they're either going to die to Armageddon or I'm not going to be able to pay them pretty soon here. So, or even, was this... Okay, so they didn't desert yet, but I think next turn I'm going to start having desertions. So, yep, having this guy do Stygian Pass and Ghost Riders. I forget that these two don't coincide. Like, this is an independent attack, so this has the potential to, where the Stygian Pass people will fight the Ghost Rider people. And I'm doing a long shot. I'm hoping Vengeance from the Dead on the Kraken will get through the domes, land on the Kraken, slim chance, and just like time out the Kraken and kill it and take down the globals. Like maybe Arcane Nexus. So that's the plan anyways. I'm expecting to get hit with 2 more Armageddons. There's only so many mages I'm willing to move these items onto, so the research is just going to start plummeting. Here I realize I'm researching Thaumaturgy, which I don't want yet. I want Enchantment. I want to be able to get to Demon Cleansing, Fields of the Dead, and Gaia's Blessing in case I fight Yomi. And I probably won't be able to fight Yomi until I get that research. So we're going to be artificially prolonging the war against Atlantis until I can get closer to that. I think last turn there was something like 1,300 demons here, demons and undead, and now it's like 700. So that threat of invasion has lessened a little bit, but there is still that quaddle there, and I'm worried about doing like an astral travel. And yeah, so that's this turn. So doing some magic phases. The raiding war is slowed down a little bit. I'm going to raid these two and this one, and I'm going to jump on this golem, and I will see you in the next one. I'm jumping on this fort. So I'll see you in turn 98.